Every sip is a celebration of sophistication, purity, and impeccable taste. With Avenue 8, these canned cocktails are crafted by women for women who appreciate bold flavors and a clean, elevated drinking experience. Tiffany Jones is the founder of Avenue 8. She joins us to share more about her awesome business. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
here
for
on Texas Today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So what made you want to create this brand?
Well, I will tell you, after spending about 8 years going to parents' weekends and visiting our kids in college, I was like, how is there nothing better to drink in a can? And so I started doing some research, and the things that I found out were really a little bit alarming.
Oh, wow.
The alcohol industry is really owned by 5 or 6 conglomerates that own all the brands, and they're all owned by men, and only 8% of people who work in the alcohol industry are women. And so it started to sort of make sense why things on the market really weren't working for me.
Or catered to you, exactly. Right?
Exactly.
Now, you had told me that you did not see yourself here, but honestly, you shared a bit about, coming into the beverage industry, but you really saw a need for you starting your own brand.
I did, and as I was doing this research, all of these drinks are formulated by men, but women have 80% of the purchasing power, and nobody was really speaking to women in the market. And men actually have 30% less taste buds than women. And so when you think about how sweet many of these drinks are that are on the market and how highly carbonated, that's because as they're formulating, they don't process the ingredients the same way that women do. Okay,
you're teaching me a lot of new things that I didn't even know about this industry.
Yeah.
So where did you come up with the name for the brand?
So the name Avenue 8, the number 8 really sort of presented itself when we were doing the brand strategy and the marketing work. It's actually a significant number in our family for a multitude of reasons. But interestingly enough, the year 2024 that we started, if you add those numbers up, you get the number 8. And we had been to 8 parents' weekends when the idea sort of came. And then Avenue came from the fact that there really aren't any women in the industry, and we wanted to arrive on the scene, and our tagline is "You're invited," and so we wanted it to feel like an address, that you're invited to come in and try and share. And it can be an address, a street in any community. And so that's part of the brand tenets as well.
Very creative, very creative. Now, you currently have 3 drink options. Walk us through them.
All right, we have 2 vodka flavored and 1 tequila flavored.
Okay.
We start with pear and ginger, and then we move to a strawberry lemonade.
Ooh.
And then, because the whole point of this is to be a more sophisticated drink and more elevated flavors and things that aren't currently on the market, we do a blood orange and yuzu paloma, which is more sophisticated in the lineup.
What's your favorite?
Honestly, I really like them all. I really do like them all.
Well, you're the founder, of course, you like them all.
It depends on which day, whether you're wanting a vodka something or a tequila something, but they're all very light. None of them are overly sweet, and they have very little carbonation.
Tiffany, let's talk about the ingredients, because quality was really important to you.
Yes. So as I was doing all this research at the beginning of this project, you may or may not know that there's really not many labels that show up on brands in the alcohol industry.
Yeah.
And that is for a reason. If they told you what was in those drinks, nobody would ever buy them. So that was really something that was very important to us from the very beginning, was to have label transparency. And with that came the need for really good quality ingredients. And so we start with organic vodka or organic tequila, and then we really just flavor with organic fruit juices.
Congratulations.
Thank
because
you.
You're so right. Yes, we want to know what's in everything that we drink and that we eat, so that is so special.
You can't be an empowered consumer if you don't know what's on the inside.
I like that, an empowered consumer. What would you say to a woman who, I guess, has a dream or would love to start a line of their own as well?
I would say don't wait until you have it completely figured out, because you have to say yes and figure it out afterwards. You have to commit to yourself. And I would also say, clearly I'm not a young entrepreneur. I would say to women in their 50s, once you get to your 50s and your kids leave home, it's just starting again. Like, that's just the end of one chapter. You're starting the next chapter with a blank page, and you get to write whatever you want on it.
Right, and there's so much that you can do now that you're an empty nester too, right?
Exactly.
Where can people purchase the products? They look good too.
Thank you. You can currently purchase them online, direct to consumer, at drinkavenue8, the number 8.com. So we're hoping to be in your favorite neighborhood liquor stores very soon.
Oh, you will be. Tiffany, thank you so much for joining us here on Texas Today. Congratulations, big congratulations to you. Avenue 8 offers an elevated taste for the sophisticated consumer. To learn more, or maybe to place an order online, visit their website, drinkavenue8.com.